To make this, we will start by lining the cake pan. This is a 9 by 13 inch cake pan which I am spraying well with oil. You can also choose to grease it with butter instead. Then line a parchment paper on top and set it aside. Also, this is the time to preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius at this stage. To make the cake batter, start by sifting all the dry ingredients, which includes flour, almond meal, baking powder, baking soda and salt. You would be left with some bits of almonds on top. That's okay, don't discard it, just add it back to the bowl. The point of sifting everything is to combine the leavening agents well and nothing else. So it's okay to add the almond back into the bowl. Then in a saucepan, melt together the butter and milk until the butter melts and the milk just begins to boil. Make sure to cube down your butter so that it melts faster and there is no loss of moisture whatsoever. Yes, you guessed it right, we are using the base of our hot milk cake recipe to make these cupcakes. Once the milk gets its first boil, set it aside and in a separate mixing bowl, beat together the yogurt and sugar until it is homogeneous. You are not looking to dissolve it or anything of that sort, just mix until combined. Then add the cardamom essence and beat well. If you do not have the essence, you can add about a teaspoon of cardamom powder along with the dry ingredients and sift it. Now to get it into a cake batter like consistency, we will start alternating between the dry and wet ingredients, starting and ending with dry. So you add a third of your flour mixture, mix, and when you could still see some bits of flour left, that is when you add the milk and butter mixture. This is done to avoid overmixing of the batter. This and 9 other tips I have explained in our baking ebook, which you can download for free by clicking the link in the description box below. And yes, the butter and milk would be hot only. It's a very common question that I get all the time in our eggless hot milk cake recipe video. So I am repeating it here again for those who are not aware of. Just taking a moment here to thank all of you for 500 plus likes on our Burfi Cupcakes video, and because of that video we are making the Burfi Cake video today. So thank you guys for that. Once you get the batter like consistency, add it to the prepared cake pan and bake it in a preheated oven of 180 degrees Celsius for 16 to 18 minutes or until the skewer inserted in the center comes out clean. If you do not have such a big pan, you can also use an 8-inch or a 6-inch pan. The details of the same has been discussed in our blog post. The link for the same is in the description box below. Once baked, let it sit in the pan itself for 5 minutes, then carefully invert it onto a wire rack to cool completely. To be honest with you, I started off to make this as a regular layered cake, but the other day I got this comment on one of our videos requesting to share a cake jar recipe for Diwali. To which I replied, sorry that I couldn't fulfill your wish, but I felt really bad for saying no, especially with this festive season. So I thought, let me just turn this into a cake jar recipe instead. Okay, so continuing with this recipe, let us prepare the burfi for the Burfi Mousse. The base is of course the milk powder burfi recipe from our channel. Start by melting the ghee in a fry pan. Once melted, switch off the pan and add the milk powder, almond meal and milk. Mix to combine. Once thickened a bit, add icing sugar and mix well. When you are making the traditional burfi, you would want the mixture to thicken and leave the sides of the pan. But in this case, we do not want it to set like burfi, as we wanted to mix it with the frosting, so we want it to be creamy and not completely set. Cook until it just thickens a bit and starts rotating. The entire process would take around 5 to 7 minutes and not more than that. If you love fusion recipes, then you can check our milk powder burfi bars recipe. So apt for this festive season, along with 40 plus Diwali recipes from the channel, so all of the links are given in the description box below for you guys to check out. Once you get the consistency, simply transfer it to a bowl and spread a bit so that it cools quickly. You can also add cardamom powder here, I forgot to capture it on camera. While that is cooling, let us prepare the cardamom syrup to go on top of the cake, for which simply combine milk, sugar and crushed cardamom pods in a saucepan and cook till the sugar dissolves. No need to boil it. And when the burfi mixture cools down, transfer it to a mixing bowl and whip to break the lumps. Scrape the bowl and whipping continuously, add the whipping cream. Finally add sugar and whip till soft peaks. Now if you're using sweetened whipping cream, definitely skip the sugar here. Once softly whipped, it is always a better idea to do a taste test to adjust the flavors. I felt the need to add more sugar and cardamom essence, so I am doing that. However, after assembling the cake and with the final tasting, I felt that I shouldn't have added the extra sugar. So I am sticking to 2 tablespoons icing sugar as mentioned in the ingredient list. You adjust it as per your liking. Finally, time to assemble our cake jars. So using a cookie cutter that matches your cake jar, cut out the roundels. Then slice it horizontally to get 2 slices out of each roundel. Just look at that texture of the cake, isn't it so beautiful? Now as you all can see, the mouth of my jar is smaller than the base, so I was not able to add the cake as such, and hence I am dividing into 2 and then placing it inside the cake jar. And if there are any gaps left, you can add some of the leftover cake scraps to seal it. But of course if possible, choose a cake jar that has a wide mouth. With lockdown in place, I couldn't go and find one, so I'm just using whatever I had on my hands. So then a layer of cardamom syrup followed by the Burfi Mousse layer. Now I also prepared Kesar Burfi here to give a color contrast or pop of color to our otherwise plain cake jars, for which I used our plain milk powder Burfi recipe. Simply swapped the milk with saffron infused milk to make this Kesar Burfi. You can choose to buy this from the market if you prefer. Crush it into bite-sized pieces and add it to the top of the cream and repeat the steps till you reach the top. As I was saying, you can do this exact same thing as a layered cake too. Find all the details for the same on our blog post, the link for which is shared in the description box below. Now obviously you will have some leftover cake scraps with you from the sheet cake that we made. You need not throw it away, you can always assemble it in a glass like this. The steps remain the same. Add the cake scraps, cardamom syrup, burfi pieces and top it with the burfi mousse and decorate as you like. Few other interesting ways of using up the cake scrap is mentioned in our blog post. The link for the same is in the description box below. Finally, time to dig in. Who wouldn't want to open up to this beauty? How perfect does that burfi on top looks? And this is so yum, just apt for this festive season. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, do give it a like and share it with your friends and family this Diwali. Talking about Diwali, in order to celebrate the occasion, I am taking the next week off, so now I will see you with new recipes after Diwali. But of course, do consider joining us on our Instagram page, as I'll be sharing all the personal events, behind the scenes and everything that I do for Diwali over there. Wishing you all a very happy Diwali. Stay safe and enjoy all the festivities. Take care. Bye bye.